Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is Berns. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. We are in our lounge and we are bouncing on our rebounders. Well, when I say we, I mean me, but we. Good morning, everybody. I'm so excited that you are here today. We are bouncing. It is December 2nd. Yes, it is 2020. I'm Berns, I'm your detox specialist, and here at the Real Juicy Detox, we get bouncing in the morning. Yes, we do. We get bouncing in the morning to get our lymphatic system flowing, to get our circulation system, our circulatory system flowing, to get our nerve energy systems flowing. And we do it on our rebounder. Rebounding is a really good way to gently get all of these three energy systems moving in the body. Good morning. You look adorable. Thank you. Why? Thank you very much. I feel adorable, I guess. How are you, Karen? How's Mom doing? How's your beautiful, beautiful Mom doing? Hello, Mom. Oh, I have a little bit of a sniffle going on. The detox is for real, you guys. The detox is for real. How's everybody doing out here? Whew. Are you getting your rebounding on? Are you getting your bike riding on? Are you getting your walking on? What are you doing today to get yourself up and ready for this day? Did you start with a meditation, perhaps? I started with my meditation. Today we are on day 2 of our 21-day abundance meditation. Yes, we are. I uploaded the meditation for today with the description of what we're doing today. Check that out. I have a new playlist that will be in the description. I didn't put it in yet, but it will be in the description. The new playlist for all the meditations for this Deepak Chopra initiative. So yes, I meditated. I did my day 2 meditation, which is really beautiful. If you guys haven't checked it out, or if you would like to start a meditation practice and you want some support and you want to do it within a community and within a group, because we know how amazing it is to transform ourselves within community, within a tribe, then check it out. Join us. Join along. Yeah, you have just one day to catch up on if you haven't started yet. You got to do day 1. Well, you got to do day 0, which is in the group, the Facebook group, the Real Juicy Detox. And then there's day 1, and then there's day 2. We're on day 2 today, so don't hesitate. Join us if you want. If you're watching live, drop in and say hello. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? When I try to meditate, I always fall asleep. That's okay. These meditations are 15 minutes long, and if you fall asleep, that's okay. You still are getting the benefit of what's going in to your subconscious. So keep going with it. I do these meditations, these Deepak Chopra meditations, in bed. I give myself the permission to drift off to sleep somewhat. You know, so that's okay. Still do it. It's all good. You're getting benefit. Good morning, Amy. I'll bounce in a bit. Awesome, babe. Awesome. Awesome. Amy, I'm so proud of you for making those burgers. Yeah, I got to remind everybody, my spice level is I like my food spicy, right? So I saw that your son loved the burger. Listen, any way that we can get this food into our kids, we're baby stepping it, right? Your son loved it. I'm so happy about that. I couldn't understand the mantra for today. Could you tell us what it is? What's the last word? I think it was Brahimsa. I would have to go back and check because I cannot remember the Sanskrit words, but if you look on it, oh, here, I'll find it on my on the YouTube, on my description for the video right now. Hold on. Wait. Can I bounce and do that at the same time? I don't know. Okay, let's see. It's in the description. It is in the description. It is Aham Brahmsi. Aham Brahmasi. Sorry. Aham Brahmasi. Aham Brahmasi. And if ever you, whoops, I'm falling apart over here. If ever you're doing the meditation and you can't remember it, you can do a couple things. Go back to the description. You can rewind it, or you can just let it wash over you. It doesn't have to be, there's no right or wrong. I forgot it too during the meditation, and I just went with it. And then also, what I find is that writing out the mantra right before I start, like seeing it in written word and also writing it out myself, helps me to kind of remember, because it's Sanskrit. I don't read Sanskrit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that one was. Hi, Dawn. Good morning. Bouncing. Yes, indeed, darling. I don't eat spicy food. I prefer my food to not hurt me. Right. So if you want your food to not hurt you, don't get me wrong. I don't like spicy, hot food that burns my mouth and that makes me want to like drink a lot of stuff because my mouth is like, ah! I am not one of those for the spicy wing show. What's that show called again? The Hot Ones? What's that show called? Where they eat hot wings and every wing gets progressively more fiery. I'm not like that either. So yeah, adjust all the recipes accordingly. You're so welcome, Karen. Adjust all the recipes according to your taste and to your family's taste, right? My spice level might be mild for some of you. For some of you, it might be, whoa, that's too spicy, that's too intense. Always adjust everything that you do to suit you, right? Yes, even the bouncing here. I'm bouncing a little bit of a high intensity. There's a point at which during this bounce, both of my feet are off of the rebounder. I don't know if you can see that. Let me show you. Right? But if you want to do this low impact, same thing. If my level is too much for you and you, same thing. I don't want to hurt myself. Don't hurt yourself. Listen to your body. This is a journey of listening to our bodies and giving our bodies exactly what our bodies need. Your body is unique to you. Don't compare yourself to other people, right? Don't even compare yourself to you yesterday. Just keep on jumping around. Hey, Victoria! Victoria in the house. Victoria in the house. Victoria in the house. Victoria is one of our youngest class members, right, Victoria? She just turned 10. Yay! Victoria in the house. Victoria in the house. How are you doing this morning, Victoria? My goodness, I'm so glad that you're here. You're on your phone. Yes, I'm so happy that you're here. Maybe Mommy can get you guys a rebounder, an indoor trampoline. They're so much fun. Victoria, you can jump around, jump around, jump around, jump around, jump around. Would you like to jump around with us? Get your mommy to get you one. Do you take cold showers? I love them. Yes. I went through a phase. I went through like, oh God, you know why I went through this? I went through this because our hot water tank crapped out on us once, and I had to take a couple of days. We couldn't get them in to get our new one in. So there were a couple of days, and it happened over a weekend too. There were a couple of days. There were a couple of days where I had to have a cold shower. That is not my favorite thing in the world whatsoever. No siree, Bob. But what I do love to do, I got a pain in the middle of my, like, right in here. It'll work itself out. Yes, I do like doing hot and cold, alternating. At the end of my hot shower, I'll do 60 seconds of hot and 15 seconds of cold as I can have it. And oh my gosh, you guys, that is so good for opening everything up. Teach them young. Yes, I'm on a phone because I have an appointment. Okay. All right, all right. Good luck with your appointment. We have a trampoline, do you? Oh my gosh, girlfriend, you guys can be bouncing with me. Yes. Yeah, you're right. I remember now. Your mom was telling me that. You have a trampoline. Do you ever bounce on it, Victoria? Do you bounce on it? I love bouncing on my trampoline. I love getting up in the morning, put something adorable on, and get bouncing. We get bouncy up in here. Yes, good morning. Day 2 abundance meditation. Aren't you loving that experience? I love the meditations that we're doing. A small one. Yes. A small one like this. Yeah. Yes. Gotta get your bounce on, Victoria. You know how it's done. You know how it's done. You're bouncing now? Oh my goodness. Yes, Victoria's bouncing now. Victoria's bouncing now. Victoria's bouncing now. Victoria's bouncing now. Victoria, I'm so proud of you. Can I just tell you, you're the coolest chick ever. Yes, you are, Victoria Ling. You are amazing. You are beautiful. You are spectacular. You are loved. You are creative. Victoria is actually the beautiful soul who did our logo for the group, for our juicing group. Amazing. Let me show everybody what you did on my iPad. Victoria made this the first time she came over to visit with her mom, Kim. Yes, kitty. Yes, kitty. Let me put the background on here to be white. Here we go. This was Victoria, what Victoria drew. Look at how cute. Look at how cute the watermelon bunny is. Isn't that adorable? She drew that here on my iPad. She also drew some other stuff. Let's see here. You drew this one. And this one in a grape. And you did this one, the banana kitty, right? Remember? Of course you remember. And you did Mr. Cuddles. I love your art, Victoria. I know you did some other ones too, but let's get back bouncing. Let's get back bouncing. So thank you so much for your creativity and your art. Okay, I appreciate you so much, Victoria. Thank you. I'm following along for my friend Benjamin. Benjamin Harrington has small biceps, so he can't do this. What? You don't need big biceps to do this? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Good morning, Elaine. You're bouncing so good. You should be a bouncer at a club. I should be a bouncer at a club. Buddy, I'm 5 foot, fuck all. Oh, I'm 5 foot nothing. Sorry, Victoria. I forgot. I literally just forgot that you were here. I'm 5 foot nothing. I can't bounce but a fly. Good joke, though. Awesome joke. So we're just going to bounce to however much intensity you want. Your bouncer is in your room. Oh my gosh, that's a perfect place for your bouncer to be. You can bounce whenever you want. Bounce whenever you want. Bounce whenever you want. Your friend Benjamin is 4'4". Ah, that's all right. That's all right. He's got a little pituitary. How old is your friend Benjamin? How old is Mr. Benjamin? So we're just bouncing. This is great to get your lymphatic system flushed out through your kidneys, which should already be open if you really want to get maximum benefit from this. He's 18. All right, my friend. For real, if this is a for real comment and you're not just punking me over here, if your friend Benjamin is 18 and he's 4'4", he's got some work to do, right? He's come with a really compromised pituitary gland. Yeah, pituitary is where we get our growth hormone from. And when we have a really, really under height or over height person, that means a pituitary weakness. You want to get that cleaned up. He wants to get that cleaned up. Benjamin, if you're watching this, I want you to keep on watching a lot of our classes where we talk all about, getting the body healthy, because if you're under height, you've got some serious. He doesn't need to hit the gym. Yeah, he should hit the gym. I don't really think so. I think this is more about healing from the inside. When you're that under height, hitting the gym isn't going to make a difference. You need to be fixing your pituitary. You should be on a really good healing protocol, because when your pituitary is down like that, you're going to have a lot of compromised cranial issues. Your pituitary is down like that, you're probably going to be susceptible to dementia, Alzheimer's, multiple sclerosis, anything to do with the neurological functioning of the body and the brain. Yeah, he's probably already going bald, isn't he? Is Benjamin starting to lose his hair? Because I bet you money he is. That's a very serious condition that he has. That's not to be joked around about. Yeah. Josh says, I'm doing this with Sam Worsley. Tell Sam he needs to bounce harder. Sam doesn't need to bounce harder. You focus on your bounce. You don't need to worry about Sam's bouncing. Much love. Virtual hugs to you too, my Victoria. You're having fun? Awesome. Hey, man, nobody needs to bounce harder. Everybody knows exactly how much they need to bounce, right? Right? Don't let anybody pressure you, Sam. Not even the red Buddha. Don't even let the red Buddha, Sam, harass you about bouncing harder. No, you bounce as much or as hard or as little as you want. The red Buddha says, stop bugging Sam. Stop bugging Sam. All right, let's focus here. So bouncing on a rebounder, even for 10, 15, 20 minutes in the morning, is really going to help you open up your lymphatic vessels so that the cellular debris can get through into the lymphatic structure of the body and filtered out through the kidneys. That's really what we're working on. That's what we're working on. We want to get all of the energy flows in the body. The body has 3 flows of energy. Did you know that? Did you know that? Body has 3 flows of energy. We've got our blood flow, we've got our lymphatic flow, and we've got our nerve flow. So doing this every morning, there you go. Bounce harder, Sam. And then I gave you a little buffing, as we would say in Trinidad. I buffed you. Don't push Sam. Sam could bounce as much as he wants. Sam could bounce as much or as little. Anybody. We need to get out of this mentality that we have to go hard all the time, and we have to push hard, and we have to strive, and we have to effort, and we have to go harder. That's not really what this is about. All right, Victoria, I love you, sweetheart. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'll see you again soon, okay? And when are you coming to visit me? I miss you. I need to give you a big hug. You got to come visit me soon, okay, babe? I would love that. I would love that. I would love that. I would love that. Yeah. I love the bounce. I love the bounce. So yeah, definitely go at your own pace. Go at your own pace. Pick it up when you feel like you want a little bit more of that, cardiovascular feeling that your heart is working a little bit more, or if it's too much, take it down. Take it down. Take it down. Don't move you could even just keep your entire soles of your feet right on the trampoline, right on the rebounder without bringing them up off of the rebounder at all, right? Or you can raise your heels up, right? I tell you what, guys, when I started doing this in June, just even doing this, I could only do this for a minute or two. I was like, why is this so hard? Well, it takes a little while for your body to get used to the flow of energy going, so to speak. It wasn't that it was hard cardiovascularly, because it's really not that hard. So I want you guys to take it easy with yourselves. Don't put too much pressure on yourself or on your body. You want this to be a gentle activity. But if this is not giving you as much of the cardiovascular and the lymphatic flow that you want, well, you won't know if it's giving you enough of the lymphatic flow. You can't feel that, but you can feel immediately, anyhow, you can feel immediately your heart rate, right? So when you take it up a little bit, and we're not doing anything fancy. I know I've seen all of the other type of rebounding classes that you can watch on YouTube, and people go all nuts with the. I don't do all that. I want to just be gently bouncing. Maybe every now and then take it up a notch. Give a little bounce, give it a little bounce, give it a little bounce. Make it fun. Bouncing is fun. It's like being a kid again. We forget, right? Remember when you were a little kid and you used to skip? You used to go down the road skipping. La 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 la. La 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 la. Skipping along. You didn't have a care in the world, hopefully, right? Good morning, Terry. Good morning. I hope that you are well. Yes, indeed. Yes, I do. You always have cute workout clothes. Listen, like eating food, it starts with the eyes. You know what I'm saying? Before I get on any workout, it starts with my eyes. It's like, okay, how do I want to see myself here? Do I want to just be, in something slouchy and crappy? No, let me throw on a cute little pair of tights. I found this t-shirt. I was like, oh, what's this? I need a t-shirt. Feeling like I need a t-shirt. I forgot I had this cute little t-shirt. Put that on. It works, right? It works. So we've been bouncing gently for about 25 minutes. I think I feel like going for another 5. Yes, I do. I'm so excited. I'm going to be reworking the slides for our detox symptom class. I'm going to be reworking those slides to do that class all over again, because I wasn't 100% happy with how that class came out. And I'm still editing out I'm still working on blurring out the personal information that was revealed in that video. Oh my God. You guys, at the end of the video, I showed my exam results, and I didn't realize that on that sheet had all of my personal information. Yeah, so I had to remove it from Facebook and from YouTube while I blur it out. And I thought I had blurred it out correctly. And then I went in to double check, thank God. And I realized, oh, no, I didn't. So I have to go in and blur that one out again. But my microphone also wasn't working. The proper HyperX Quadcast microphone wasn't actually on. So I kind of want to do that detox symptom class again. So I don't know if I'll be able to get through editing, because I need to make it not 3/4 of the screen, but the notes more like half of the screen. So I've got a couple things I want to adjust there, because I really want to talk about, I really want everybody to have a really solid, concise, accurate understanding of what the healing crisis is. What is a detox symptom? Why do we experience them? What is it? Because I still am getting, so many questions from people. Is this a detox symptom? I've been vomiting and I've had diarrhea and nauseous and I feel completely horrible. And I'm like, well, I don't know if it's a detox symptom. Let's look at it. Have you been 80% raw? If you've been 80% raw and you're experiencing any of those detox symptoms, guess what? They're detox symptoms. That's your body at work. That's your body healing itself. And we think it's a worsening condition, or these fruits are making my X, Y, or Z, fill in the blank, condition worse, right? And what we need to understand, hey, there's Sam. Oh my goodness, Sam is bouncing too. Yay! Sam, I'm so happy that you're here bouncing with us. Way to go, babe. Way to go. Keep going. So any of those symptoms that come up, if you've been doing 80% raw, right, and the other 20% not acid, right, you are experiencing a detox symptom. But if you have been doing not this protocol, if you've been doing, let's say, 50% raw and cheating with a lot of other crappy food, then that's acidosis that you're experiencing, right? So it's really important to remember that. Really super important to remember that. So I want to adjust the notes that I had, the whiteboard notes that I showed on the side of the screen. I need to adjust those. And then I also want to, hey, good morning, Mandy. Mandy in the house, Mandy in the house. I also want to add in a couple more notes. So if I can do that, I might have that as the class today, because I really, really want to go over it. And I also really want to make it so that it is a really good archived video to have in the library, so that when people want to know what's going on with me, is this a detox symptom, I can just, and you guys can all send your people and send people that are interested in this and people that are curious, like, oh my God, this isn't healthy. Look at you. You're losing too much weight. That's what a lot of people experience sometimes, right? Some of us. And this is a great video to be able to send to people to say, actually, I'm not. These are detox symptoms. If you would like to know more about how and why, first of all, what are the end results of those detox symptoms, right? We talked about that. What's the end result of doing all this? Why go through all that pain and suffering? By the way, Mandy, how are you feeling today? How is the Lyme symptoms expressing themselves in your body today? Are you clearing more of that toxicity out? Because when we clear out the toxicity that we have ourselves put there unknowingly, you didn't just get Lyme disease out of the blue. You got chronic systemic acidosis out of the oblivion, right? Ultimately, we did it to ourselves. It's not some random thing that you caught and, oh my God, I caught this thing. I'm not saying this is you, Mandy, but a lot of people think this, right? Oh my God, I caught this thing that was going around. I got bit by a tick, or I caught a virus. And oh my God, that is why I'm sick. That's not why you're sick. You're sick because you systemically clogged yourself up on a systemic level, right? On a systemic level, on top of perhaps coming with some physiological weakness in your body from what you inherited from your parents. So going through these detox symptoms is a way that the body brings stuff up to the surface to expel it out, so that it's never in your body anymore and never going to impact you ever again. How amazing is that? As long as you keep on keeping the acid stuff out and putting in the alkalizing stuff, right? So much better. Definitely over the hump. Yes, and Mandy, you're on what, like day 34 or something, right? And except for these past couple of days or past few days where you've been really feeling the Lyme detoxing itself out of your system, you've been feeling really good. The detox symptoms do not last. The detox symptoms do not happen like that over time. Day 38. Holy moly, day 38. Girl, I'm beyond proud of you. I cannot even tell you. Beyond proud of you. I knew you would do it. I knew you would do it. And thank God for this group and this community and these classes every day, 3 times a day, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, noon Eastern Standard Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch them all on the replay. They're all on the playlist here in the description, right? Same with the emotional detox. Same with the emotional detox. Yes, indeed. And Mandy has been feasting on oranges. Oranges, that is some powerful stuff. Actually, I have mine right here as well. Let me have a sip. Let me take a sip. I've got pineapple and clementine juice in here. And oh my God, this is causing some serious detoxes. I got my period back. I'm 55. I haven't had a period in 10 years. Got my period back. I've got fibroids. I've got uterine fibroids. I know this. Some of them are really big, and they were giving me a lot of problems, I would say about 3 years ago. And here I am detoxing them out again, and it's like showing up as a period. And I'm like, this sucks in the biggest way possible. What? Oh my gosh, it's for real. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning. Loving the 21-day abundance meditations. Aren't they amazing? I absolutely love them. And I'm putting them up as original video uploads here on my channel. So if you guys want to check that out, check out the playlist. I'll add that playlist as well to the description. It's so powerful. Dawn says, I'm drinking pure red grapefruit juice as we chat. Yum. I'm telling you, man. Fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Someone told me today that orange juice on an empty stomach is too acidic for the stomach and raises acid levels in the body. Well, they could not be more further from the truth. This does not raise acid levels because this does not metabolize and break down into carbonic acid, or any acid for that matter. While it might taste acidic, it is a sub-acid fruit insofar as how it tastes. It doesn't matter how it tastes, you guys. You can eat a cookie. That doesn't taste acidic, does it? No, it doesn't. A cookie tastes sweet. What are you talking about, Berns? Cookies aren't acidic. They're complex carbohydrates, and complex carbohydrates, when broken down and metabolized in the body, lead to carbonic acid because of the excess glucose molecules. That carbonic acid is acid. That's what breaks down into acid in your stomach, in your system. What this breaks down to is nothing but pure, unfiltered energy that is diffused directly into your cells. Doesn't have to go through any digestive process, and there is no acid residue left behind in the body. No acid residue left behind in the body. And if your stomach feels too acidic, you can tell them that's because of all the acid that you've been putting into your body over time. And what the what the orange juice does, or any fruit juice does in your body, is that it starts to help you detox that acid out of your cells, Crazy that you got your period, Benjamin Button woman. Listen, I have no, by the way, that was a brilliant movie. Was that not a brilliant movie? You guys want to see a brilliant movie? If you have not seen Benjamin Button, you guys got to go see Benjamin Button. Brilliantly done. Brilliant concept. I have no problem with reverse aging. Like, I'm all for the reverse aging, but damn, don't reverse me right back to periods. What? Good Lord. Good morning, Carlene. I set them straight, stood in my power, and felt so good owning my knowledge. Yes, girl. That's what it's about. That's why we're here, learning at the Real Juicy Detox all of this information and knowledge, because without it, I remember the first time I was challenged. We went to my chiropractor's office. I was with my sister, and she, in all of her unawareness, starts blabbing to everybody in the office, all the everybody behind the desk. Oh, we're doing a juice cleanse. And I'm like, oh my God, would you shut the fuck up? What are you doing? Stop telling people our business. You know what I mean? People are not going to be open and understanding. And at that time, I was also at the very beginning stage of my certification program with Dr. Moore. So I couldn't stand in my power because I didn't have any powers yet. And there's the nutritionist. Oh, really? You're doing a juice cleanse? watermelon juice, that's way too many calories. You don't get enough nutrition. And I just smiled and I said, yeah, wow, okay, thank you so much for that information. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh shit, am I doing the wrong thing? Is this too much? Is this too little? What should I do? And da, 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 da. You know, until you can stand in your power with this information and totally understand the truth and have the conviction and the posture to say, what are you, that's so unfounded. All and just not even refuting them, just backing up what's coming out of your mouth with truth. You don't have to refute them. You don't have to get in a debate with them. You just have to say the truth and move on. I wasn't at that place yet. And so, of course, I was left feeling on shaky ground because I was on shaky ground. That's why I decided to get my certification program and to become a certified detox specialist so that I would always be standing in a confident posture, always know what I'm talking about, at least to the best of what I have been able to study. And yeah, I would have a very different conversation now if that was happening, right? And first of all, I don't bring this up with people who are not interested. Do you know how many people I have in my life who are not interested in this and who I am not interested in converting to the light? I have no desire to convert anybody. Honestly, it's like you guys do what you want. You want to eat meat? Enjoy. Let me go sip on my true fuel. You know what I mean? Let me reverse age myself. Let me look and feel better than I have ever looked and felt at 55 years old. 55 years old. I mean, I could still afford to lose a few, little bits of inflammation here and there, and I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But for the most part, I ain't going back, baby. I am not going back. So standing in your power. Kudos to you, Mandy. You're doing it. You have done it. You've educated yourself. You've put the power of this juice into your body and you've seen it firsthand what it does to you. So you know that anything coming at you about objections or questions or doubt, from a firsthand experience, you have a confidence based on your firsthand experience with this in your body, backed up by the true science behind what we're doing. Because you're in you're in class and you're studying and you have the book, you've got all the resources, you're learning the truth, you're listening to me, who is listening to Dr. Morris, you're listening to Dr. Morris, and together we are learning and growing in this knowledge. And that's what this is all about. This is why I came. I realized this is why the cancer had to show up in my body the way that it did, so that I could get this depth of practical understanding. After handling and dealing with cancer for 9 years and being afraid for my life for 9 years, even though I kept it under wraps pretty good, and even though I was always focused on my spiritual growth and my personal growth and my emotional and mental growth, there was always a vibration in the back of my mind of fear of, oh my God, every time I would go in for a CT scan, it would be like this whole thing that I would have to work myself into to be in a calm state, because in the background I was really terrified of what that CT scan would say. So putting this into my body and seeing how it took my lipoma on the back of my shoulder almost down completely, like almost right away. I got to tell you, seeing is believing. Feeling it is believing. Natural headache remedies, yes, I got some for you. I woke up with one, did meditation, bouncing, and now juice. Throughout all Tylenol and things of that nature. Good. That's first of all. That is so good. So I used to suffer with chronic headaches, and that is lymphatic stagnation in the head. Let's just be clear. Why are you getting a headache? Understand the why first. The lymphatic stagnation in the head is called amyloid plaque, and it's a real thing, and it's really serious. Getting the lymphatic system drained out of the head is really challenging when you're congested all the way down to the kidneys, right? And from the kidneys all the way back up. So important. Get your kidneys opened. I'm going to give you the in the moment remedies, but this is how we work on reducing headaches in general in our lives. So you've got to You've got to get the lymphatic system open. You got to get the kidneys open. You got to get the adrenals opened up. And we do that with fruits, melons, and berries, baby, as well as herbal remedies to support the body as it heals those organs and tissues, organs, and glands. The other thing I would do is a hot and cold shower. So, Dawn, if you can get in, yes, you also woke up with a stuffy nose. Oh, there you go. Dawn, how have your bowel movements been? Also, when you're experiencing headaches, it's sometimes because we're a little bit constipated. The intestines are directly linked to the cerebellum, to the not the cerebellum, to the brain, right? Bowel movement is an electromagnetic activity. It's a neurological event. So oftentimes those two things are connected. So if at all you are constipated, that is going to aggravate the pain that you are experiencing in your head. Yeah. So if you have been a little bit constipated, you want to perhaps have an enema. You want to get some fiber into you, some extra psyllium. That will all help clear it out. But I experience this a lot. Yes, peppermint oil. So here are some remedies. Peppermint oil on the temples, cold compress on the forehead, right? Warm compress on the base of the neck and alternate. Yes, or you can also do hot and cold alternating compresses on the back of the neck. That also helps, right? You can do that either with a heating pack alternated with like a cold pack, or you can do fill a sock with rice, tie a knot on both ends, put that in the microwave and heat that. If you still have a microwave, we still do, but it's in the basement, we don't use it anymore. You can heat up that rice pack and put it all here, right? Make it kind of a long sock, so you can put it like around, from here, like a little scarf on the back of your neck, right? But get that really hot and get that on there. Alternate that with 15 seconds of cold. 15 seconds of cold. You can use a bag of peas from the freezer. You know what I'm saying? That really helps. Or you can do a hot and cold shower. After your hot and cold shower, where you do super hot for 60 seconds and then really as cold as you can handle it for 15 seconds, and you do that alternating about 3 or 4 up to 10 times, that really helps alleviate the pressure. It's not the most pleasant experience being in a cold shower like that, but it does work. It does work. After doing that, I would also come and rebound a little bit more as well. Once you get this opened up with the hot and cold, then just come and just gently bounce. When you have a headache, you don't want to be doing a lot of bouncing, because I don't know about you, but that flares up my headache even more. Breathing, going back to your breathing, because when you have a headache like that, if you notice your breathing, you kind of sort of tend to constrict your breathing. So you want to make sure that you're always focusing on your breath all throughout the day. Lay down. You have a portable sauna, not a shower. Oh, hold on. That was a correction on a previous one. Hey, John, great to see you. An amazing transformation. Thank you so much, my friend. So good to see you. John is here. John is one of my beautiful people who I know through the Dr. Joe Dispenza work. I love you so much. Thank you so much for popping in. Let me see somebody else up here. Hey, Sam, I love how you are so real. This has been a journey for sure. I've learned a lot about myself and growing in knowledge. I love that, babe. I love that you are here. We're here. We're all learning together. Kathy says, that is awesome, Mandy. It's nice to know what we know. It's the truth. Love it. Absolutely. Yeah. So if you woke up as well with a stuffy nose, that is all stagnation in the head, and you're doing it, babe. You're doing it. Peppermint oil. Yes. So the peppermint oil and hot and cold compresses. Dawn says, I'm regular. I only eat one vegan meal per day. The rest is juice. I'm getting in my portable sauna after my morning meeting, which is followed by a cold shower. Okay, good. And then, of course, as much as you can during the day, and I always find it super challenging to, when I wake up with a headache, pretty much it's been my experience that headache is going to be with me pretty much throughout the day. So I just tell myself, remember, that's also a detox symptom. So if you're getting these headaches, don't freak out. It is part of the process of cleaning it out, because also when the lymphatic stagnation starts to move around and it starts to clear itself out, you're going to experience that as a symptom usually of pain. So just, just keep on going, and know that that this is going to work out for you, babe. I hate getting them though. I get them from time to time, and I also used to be addicted to pain medication for the last 40 years, guys, since I was 14, 15, right? And so um, I know how hard it is to kick that pain medication habit, right? I get a headache, take some Advil and Robaxacet immediately. Don't even think about other natural remedies. Love you too, Berns. Been a wonderful journey to see. So good to see you. Oh my God, I love you so much. I love you, John. You're amazing. You can do some Wim Hof breathing, right, John? Well, John is a beautiful Wim Hof instructor and practitioner, and as well as many, many other things. A beautiful, you do some amazing, so much amazing work in the world, John. And I love to see that. Thank you so much for being a light in this world. We need everybody to show up as the light bearers that they are. Yes, indeed. I'm going to do the rice bag and peppermint oil. Thank you so much for taking the time to share. Oh my God, you're so welcome. That is why I'm here. That is why I'm here. When you do the peppermint oil, and I need to find my peppermint oil because I'm just going to go buy some new one. I have a beautiful peppermint oil. And what I want you to do as well, after you do the hot and cold compress, remember when you do the peppermint oil, that the peppermint oil can feel very burning, right? So when you do it, I would recommend first putting a couple drops in your hand, rubbing your hands, get them really heated up, right? Get that oil activated, and then cup your hands in front of your face and just breathe in deeply. Breathe in deeply. Right? And then what you can do is and don't do peppermint oil on the skin after a shower. It will burn you like no other because your pores are all opened up and the peppermint oil has a little bit of heat. It kind of burns a little bit, right? It burns. So you want to not put peppermint oil on your skin after your shower. Do not do that. Do not do that. Even if you mix it with a little bit of coconut oil, which is good. But if you're doing this, I find that peppermint oil is very powerful and very strong. You can do this. You just have to be careful, right? Even when you mix it with a little bit of coconut oil as a carrier, which is a really good thing, you still want to be really careful. Do not put peppermint on your skin after a shower. You will know immediately why you will never do that again. I'm speaking from experience. But after your shower and after, when you can, if you put a little bit of, after you rub it together in your hands and breathe it in, you put a little bit of that on the back of your head right here, it will really help. And then you can also put a little drop on your middle finger, whatever finger, your middle finger, and then when you rub it on your temples, do not put it too close to your eyes. If this happens, you're going to be in trouble. So just rub it gently right here on your temples and be aware that this might burn and sting your eyes a little bit. And then make sure to wash your hands really well because you might forget that you had peppermint oil on your hands, and if you put that in your eye or anywhere that is a mucose lining, you're going to experience a hell of a lot of pain. All right, John, I love you, babe. You got this. Let me know how you're feeling later on, okay? Yeah, thank you so, so much. Oh, absolutely, John, absolutely. And Mandy says, love Wim. Yeah, Wim Hof is amazing. The Iceman, the Iceman. Oh, John, so, so great to see you here and so great to see all of you here. So what I'm going to do this morning, I'm going to see if I can't get those detox notes fixed up and sorted out because I kind of really want to do another classroom session on that. So if you guys are around, I will post in the Facebook group since many of you are here on the Facebook group, but I will post, and I can start posting on YouTube as well. I can start posting in the community post on YouTube, but I'm going to start, I'm going to see if I can start at noon Eastern Standard Time today. If I get all those notes recalibrated because I've got to switch around some of the formatting. I wasn't too happy about it taking up 3/4 of the screen. And stuff like that just bothers me, you know what I mean? But I also want the sideboard notes, the notes on the side of this whiteboard to be um, so that you can read it still, so that you can screen save it on your device and be able to see the printout large enough. I want you to be able to see it on camera as I'm doing the class and have it legible. You know what I mean? I want you to be able to read the notes. So that's what we're going to be doing. I love you, Dawn. I love you. Love you, love you, love you. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, so good to have you here, John. So good, so good. Okay, so that's what my day is going to be like. I'm going to head out now, and I just want you to know that I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming to morning class, Bouncing with Berns, every morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to see the other morning classes like this, where we bounce around for anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, and then we have a little class session and we help answer questions like this, we support each other, then check out the playlist because I've got all of these classes, the morning classes, all put together in a really easy to find playlist so that you guys can bounce around with us and can join in the conversation and can be part of the class. I love you all so much. Mandy, you have a beautiful day, my dear darling, down under, down in Australia. And keep it juicy. Keep it juicy, my friends. Keep it juicy. This is the amazing power to heal our body is all contained within fruits. Don't be afraid of fruits. Don't listen to the lies that people will want to tell you about. That's got too much sugar. That's too acid. Wah, 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 wah. You're just showing me how uninformed you are by those comments. That's all you got to say to somebody. And you don't say that out loud. You just say, oh, wow, thank you so much for that information. I had no idea. I'm working on some different information, but I appreciate you sharing your information with me. And keep it moving. You're not here to convert anybody. You're here to put this in your body. If somebody comes to you with genuine, questions and curiosity and want to know more, then you can share more. But don't be getting in a debate with anybody. They're they're interested in the argument, the debate that they're going to have with you. They're not interested in the truth. How do you know? Because of how they approach you. Oh my gosh, that's really interesting. Can you tell me more about what are you doing with this juicing? Will this help for fill in the blank? That's a different energy than that's crap. You can't put that in. That's too much sugar. That's too much acid. They're not in a place where they can absorb any of that information. So don't worry with that. Keep knowing your truth. Keep putting this into your body. Experience what this can do for your body, and let all the other naysayers and all of the other doubters and all of the other just leave them where they are. They're not ready for this anyhow. So don't waste your time trying to find ways to convince anybody of anything. All right, just put it in your body, experience your health, your healing, your vitality. Know the truth by doing and practicing the truth, right? As is true with everything that we do. And have a beautiful, juicy day. I will see you guys all right back here, hopefully at noon. Stay tuned I will post in the Facebook group and on YouTube whether or not, if it's going to be any later than noon, I will let you guys know that by about 11 o'clock. I will know by then. Mwah. I love you.